Hey everyone, thanks for joining. My name is Bruno Garcia. I'm the vendor business manager for scale computing at Ingram Micro. Joining me today, we have Kyle Fensky, director of North American channel at Scale Computing. How's it going?
Good. How are you, Bruno?
I'm good, can't complain.
Thanks for
All
having me.
good. Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate your time. So we'll jump right into this. So for people who don't know Scale, give us a 60-second pitch, elevator pitch, whatever people call it right now, just
Yeah,
to set the stage.
sure. So, Scale Computing, we are an HCI vendor, a hyperconverged infrastructure vendor. We've been around for quite some time here, but essentially what we're doing is we're combining multiple layers of the IT infrastructure stack from virtualization, server storage, backup, disaster recovery. We're combining that all down into one single solution. And with the power of our fleet management tool, we're able to deliver out to our customers a full infrastructure stack that can be delivered really at scale, whether it's just a simple data center infrastructure to a branch office, all the way up into a hundreds of thousand site multi distributed edge location. We're covering a wide gamut of that infrastructure needs and infrastructure and virtualization needs for customers and partners today.
Okay, cool. You mentioned virtualization. So, what are you seeing in the market post VMware Broadcom? Has the tone shifted?
It definitely has. I think this has been probably we've been busy to
Yeah,
say the least.
I know.
um, it's been a majority of our partners and customers out there. They for the longest time they haven't really needed to look at alternatives. So like VMware was a staple for so long, and so many people just built their businesses on using VMware. They was their go-to. Now they're being pushed into looking at what other virtualization options are out there, and that's really pushed Scale Computing and some of these other no-name brands to be a spotlight and to be able to look at, hey, what are these technologies doing? And it's brought Scale Computing to the forefront of, wow, these guys are really innovating and driving some great success into multiple different aspects of the infrastructure that we never really knew about or we didn't have to look for. And so it's been a very exciting time for us to see new partners and customers really looking at those alternatives and diving into the technology itself.
So what's Scale's approach to supporting customers who are looking to make the switch?
I mean, the biggest thing is we haven't changed our approach too much, and I think that goes to it's a tell sign into how we are approaching the market. We're 100% channel focused, so our whole goal has always been to enable our partners to know the product inside and out, to not only be able to use it internally for their own business, but also to feel confident in taking it to their partner or down to their downstream customers, and then being able to support it, whether you're a managed service provider or just a traditional VAR. We wanted to build the opportunity to bring these guys in, give them the white glove treatment so that they could come in, learn more about Scale, get their hands on it, and then be able to take things like our either in-person sales and technical trainings or our self-paced trainings through our portal, and then be able to take our co-branded marketing materials and push that out to their customers. So going back to us being 100% channel focused, our goal was to really make our partners successful because their success is our success at the end of the day.
So, in the customers who are making a move right now, what are
Mhm.
the reasons? What's the top reason? Is it price? Is it lack of support? Is it they just don't like the direction that VMware Broadcom is heading in?
I mean, I think you kind of hit on all all the topics that we're hearing. The price, I think, is probably one of the bigger ones that we've heard, mostly because as for what we've heard from partners that have come to us is that when they come around to their renewal, they're seeing a
Yeah,
very high increase, whether it's 3x to 10x. We've seen some crazy numbers being thrown around as to what the renewals are costing nowadays. So I'd say cost is definitely a big driver over to us. But once they get to know who we are, they understand of our how simple and the simplicity that we've built into a new infrastructure like this that they just weren't used to and weren't aware of, that now they have at their doorstep that they can go through and use on a day-to-day basis. So it's definitely been a cool experience to see
I'm
that
sure.
something like price will drive someone to you, but it opens their eyes at the possibilities of what they can do going
Yeah, what they
forward.
were missing, right?
100%, yeah.
So, is there an ideal Scale customer for you guys, or is it
It's
pretty much anyone?
It's pretty much anyone. I mean, it's interesting to think about it. Scale computing, when we started out, we really were going down to support that mid market and some of the smaller customers that were out there, because when you think about HCI, and when people would throw hyper-converged infrastructure around, they'd think, oh, that's an enterprise play. We can't do that. But the what we wanted to do is we wanted to take this enterprise solution and be able to bring it more downstream so that all the customers can now have access to this virtualization world that we live in. So whether it's an SMB customer, whether you're in the mid market, or now that we've been pulled upstream into that enterprise space, specifically into the distributed enterprise, we can go support all different shapes and sizes of customers, but we can also do it in all kinds of verticals. Whether you're in the healthcare, the education space, the state and local side of it, we can support customers in all different shapes, sizes, and flavors across the board. And it's an exciting part and a very interesting opportunity that we have here.
Okay, so in terms of complexity, cost, deployment, how does Scale compare to VMware?
Yeah. So um, I mentioned it, but we kind of have four pillars that we've built into the DNA here at Scale Computing. It's really availability, simplicity, efficiency, and scalability. Now, those four pillars, I mean, you can take it in any different way you want, but you asked about the complexity and the cost. And our goal has always been to provide a very simple solution. So you can get a scale computing solution stood up in under an hour, typically under 30 minutes. And we are continuing to put improvements and advancements behind how do we make that faster for partners. The introduction of our cloud-based management console Fleet Manager has allowed people to deploy products or deploy a whole solution a lot faster with not even needing to send boots into a store. Is if someone knows how to plug in power and internet, they can get a scale computing like infrastructure set up completely remote. So it's the simplicity aspect of things is we wanted to make sure that we removed all the complexity out of the world that we live in. Now, the efficiency and that goes to talk about the size. So we can get down and have had customers that are running on something as small as those Nooks that are out there. If you see them, they're about the size of an Apple TV.
Yeah,
So
seen those.
it,
Yeah.
it's kind of the think about the deployment aspect of things. Like we can go through and we can now deploy out to a much smaller form factor. That, and when you think about distributed enterprises that have hundreds of locations, maybe they're just running point of sale, video surveillance, things like that. We can run all of that on these now small form factors at the location itself. So it kind of just shows that we wanted to take something that most people had to go to classes for, get certified in, and everything that VMware brought to the table, and make it so much simpler so that you could become an expert in an hour and then be able to go through and take that downstream to all your customers.
I think I seen a video where, or was a post where someone brought their like kids in to set it up for them, and that's how easy it was
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
set up. I
There,
was
I
like,
mean,
wow,
it's on our
that's
YouTube. So
awesome.
if you go check it out, it's so easy an 8-year-old can set it up. So yeah, it's pretty telling the way the technology has evolved over time and how exciting it is to be in this situation that we are
How about migrating from VMware to Scale?
in. And why? Say that again.
How how easy is it if a customer wants to migrate their current VMware over to Scale?
Oh yeah. So we have many different options available for the migration side of the house. The biggest thing I'd say from a takeaway standpoint is that we have two or three different options right now that customers can come to us. We can sell it. It's a option that they can go and do the migration. We'll give them all
Okay.
the instructions. They can do the migration themselves. But we also have a robust services department as well. So if either the partner or the customer doesn't feel confident in doing it themselves, we could come in there and we can help them do that migration. But it's also opened up a lot of um, exciting opportunities for people out there where we're having alliances come in with all these other vendors that are coming to work with us now. And because of that, with things like Veeam in our partnership with Veeam, that are making that migration so much easier out there today. So it's really exciting to see that not only is the product itself evolving, but so is our ecosystem. It's getting much bigger and more robust, that it's allowing people to feel confident in either the migrations themselves or being able to use the technologies that they already have in place today.
It's amazing the way it's moving. It's fantastic. So how can partners tap into this opportunity? Sorry.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing right now is Ingram Micro itself. And so
Yeah.
working with you guys here, so you've had these relationships for with these partners for so long, and
Yeah.
we've been partners for so long as well that I think we are the best kept secret that you've had. So like this is the perfect opportunity for us to really take those opportunities as those VMware renewals are coming out of what is an alternative that we can use. That's an opportunity for us to work together through Ingram Micro as a whole to really drive that value out there of saying, hey, this may be too much, or hey, instead of going this complexity type route, let me go talk to Scale Computing and let me show you how a much simpler way.
So are there any programs, incentives, like resources available right now?
Yeah, so
I'm
we've
sure
been
there's
running.
incentives.
There's always incentives.
Yeah, of course.
There's always something good out there. So, um, I mean, we've had a promotion going on. We started it when this all started to unfold last year, called our VMware Rip and Replace. This
Okay.
essentially is giving 25% discount on the software and service down through our channel as a whole. So this gives it an opportunity for people to feel confident in making that switch, because we know that when you're switching an infrastructure vendor, it typically takes a lot of manpower. It takes a lot, like there's a cost associated with moving an infrastructure as a whole. So we wanted to help ease that burden by letting people, giving them this opportunity to switch over to us. Now, from there, we do constantly run all kinds of other promotions. We have spiffs that we run for our partners to be able to come through and say, hey, bring us your VMware opportunity. We're going to spiff you for every deal reg that you bring in. There's always something that's popping up there. Best way is just reach out to our channel team as a whole, and we'll see what's available at the time. And then we can continue to drive that conversation forward.
Just one thing I think I missed. So there's you need to be authorized for Scale, correct? So you need to be an authorized partner for Scale.
Yep. Yeah. So it's a quick and easy sign up process for us, and so that really comes down to um, it's a quick contract
Want to
that we,
hold on one sec?
yeah, we can
Can you
pause.
stop the recording for a sec?
I think we just take a break and then we'll just.
Yeah, just take a break
Yeah,
and
I don't
then
know if you heard that. So
I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll just
well, I'll start back on the
say the question again. Yeah.
what was it for? The authorization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. Yeah.
Sorry.
No
Of
worries. No
course,
worries.
everything was perfect, and someone had to come and deliver something. All right. So one more question I think we missed, or I failed to ask. You need to be authorized for Scale, correct? But I know the process is not a complicated process.
Yeah, 100%. So it's a quick and easy process that we have, whether it's reaching out to your to you and the Ingram Micro team to get in touch with us, but really it's just a quick one page, or I think it's like 3 pages, but it's like
Yeah.
our agreement to sign up with
Hmm.
us. But once you sign up with us, you have access to our partner program, which is the partner portal with deal registration, the co-branded marketing materials. We actually have something cool we just launched with our marketing center to allow partners to leverage that to send email blasts out with all these campaigns pre-built for them. But the sign up process is incredibly easy, and we've built a really good team here that's going to handhold you through that process. So as soon as you reach out, we'll walk through, hey, here's what the contract looks like. Here's the next 30, 60, 90 days of how we want to onboard you, get you enabled, and get you ready to hit the ground running, essentially.
That's one thing I've been dealing with Scale. Been here almost 7 years. The support from you guys is it's unbelievable. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's one thing that
it's
we wanted to push down through and make sure that at the end of the day, we want to be the best ever vendor that partners and customers worked with. And by doing that, it starts at day one when they reach out.
so if there's one thing you want customers, partners, and users to know about Scale today, what would it be?
I'd say, I mean, we're the best kept secret, especially with the the relationship that we've had with Ingram Micro for so long. I think we haven't done the best of job of telling everyone about what we've been doing here. I know from Scale Computing, we haven't been that vendor that's gone to shows left and right and put our name up in lights. We've been really focused in on the technology itself. And I think that if people come to the table, and even if it's you don't think it's the right fit for you. Maybe you think, hey, I'm too enterprise. This isn't going to work. It's too big. It's too small, and so on and so forth. Bring it to the table. Come talk to us, because in the I think you're going to be surprised at the technology itself as to how far and how many different unique environments it can fit into. But I think you'll be surprised even more at the type of people that you're going to meet and who you're going to work with, and how easy we want to make the selling process, the onboarding, the enablement, and even the partnership as a whole. We want to make sure that it is a joint partnership, and we have an idea. We want to invest into the partners that invest into us. And if you're investing your time and energy into wanting to learn more and wanting to have those conversations and see what opportunities we can do together, we're going to continue to invest back into you to make sure that this is a true partnership that we want to work with.
Fantastic partnership. Love hearing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it, Kyle. Thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate it. For anyone out there, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Kyle directly. He has a full team in Canada as well to support us. They're fantastic. Once again, Kyle, thanks. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, Bruno. Thanks for having me.